How was your week? I've missed you. What you been up to? What have you done? Hi, Rusty. Red-headed kitty cat. Greetings and salutations, friends. Please remember to be in live chat, all messages. I actually remembered to do that tonight, so we're already off to a terrific start. Hip hip hooray for us. That is so good. Hi, Lisa Jens. How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Hi, Judy. Hi, Gnarly. Hi, everybody. I don't even know. Am I here? Am I back? Or am I still not here? I wanted tonight to be good. I have good things. I wanted tonight to be a good evening. Thank you, Daisy girl. It's good to see you. I'm glad I'm not frozen anymore. Yay, you see me. We'll see how long this lasts. We'll see. I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I've been sitting here the whole time, but my internet went out already. I don't know why. That's unlucky. I am here, Butterfly. Hi, Amy. How are you? Red-headed kitty cat. Check this out. This is your moderator gift tonight, and I'm really super excited about it. This was made by the one and only Valerie. Valerie, here. You'll see her in the chat. I'm sure she's here. If she is here. Hi, Valerie. This is amazing. I love you. So, Red-headed kitty cat. This is one of your moderator gifts tonight. Valerie made you a 1950s ephemera joke journal. I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm not going to show you too much because I want it to be a surprise for you. But here is the cover. Don't ask me how she made it. I am not this crafty. But it is tight. Hang on. Okay. So there's the front. And then here is the back. She made this just for you. I thought that was so nice. And then here is a couple of the pages. And then there's like little doodads and whatnots. You know I'm the queen of showing off ephemera. Look how cute. I love this. I love that. Hey, Margaret, how are you? But yes, I won't show you everything, but look how cute. I like this one with the little coffee cups. Very, very cute. So that is for you. No, Valerie. Valerie made it for her. Valerie, why don't you come on over? Valerie. And then, because I didn't have a gift for you last week, I do have one more small little thing for you, Red-headed kitty cat. More ice cream. Polar brand strawberry ice cream. It is a box. It's an ice cream box. I'm going to ship it to you flat, but it's all there, so you can make it back into a regular ice cream container. And I like the polar bear on the front. So that's for you too. So you get the ice cream box and the junk journal. Yay! And they go cute together. Love the color. Yeah. And then for all my other friends, I have this giveaway. If you purchase tonight, you will be able to possibly win one of these. I'm going to give away 3 of them. I have 5 because I wanted to give options. Unfortunately, they all are a size 8 because these used to be mine, but I want to give them to my friends. They are costume. They're not real deal banana peels, but they're good costume. They are really pretty. So here is one of the options you can pick. So what I'll do is if you purchase, your name will go in for the giveaway and you will get to pick in the order in which I draw you. So if I draw your name first, you get first pick, second pick, third pick, last pick. But there's more options than there are winners. So here's the first one. And also the 3 of you that win are also going to get a matching band. So you get one of these bands. You'll get to pick either this ring, this one. This one's just like a giant CZ, really pretty one. This fire opal looking one. And then this purple fire opal looking one. I think this one would look better that way. Can you see the detail in the little opals? Oh, hi Heather. I've missed you. Thank you for hanging out. So these are going to be the giveaways tonight. This one is really sparkling. And then again, you get one of the bands. You get one of the bands. And I was getting a little crafty this week. Quick crafts, but crafts nonetheless. So I have some crafts. You're either going to hate them or you're going to like them. I can never tell. I can never tell how you're going to feel about my art. But if anybody has any questions, hi Sunrise Coast Picker. How are you doing? If any of you have any questions how any of this works, I can go into detail, but I don't like to do that unless you really, really need it, because I just feel like you've heard me say it so many times. All right, Redheaded Kitty Cat, are you ready for the shenanigans to begin? Yes, actually, yes. Yeah. First item of the evening is going to start at $18. Please, Redheaded Kitty Cat, if you do not mind, my dear, dear friend. I like the lineup tonight because I feel like I went back to my roots. There's a lot of lots and like bits and bobs that I really like to do if I have the time. So I'm happy about that. All right, so the first item of tonight is this little vintage brass and glass trinket box. And inside, you are going to be getting 3 vintage brooches. Perfect for springtime. Springtime. So I'm going to take them out and I will show you. So the first thing you're going to get is the little brass and glass trinket box. It is glass all the way around, so a little jewelry casket, if you will. It's got the little knobby feet, and it says made in Mexico. Made in Mexico. The brooches don't fit in here when it's closed, so it's really just for cutesy. And then I'm throwing in this embroidered white floral hanky. And please excuse my fingers, I have been gardening, so they are not in pristine condition. All right, and the first brooch you're going to be getting is this big Mama Jamma. So this is metal. It is vintage, probably from the 50s or 60s-ish, maybe 70s. It is meant to look a little distressed. That black is actually paint, so it's not paint loss, it is added. And this is a giant brooch. There is the back. Here it is for size comparison. On your shirt. I want to wear a brooch without a shirt. That would hurt. And it is 3 inches in circumference. Is the giant daisy. And then you're going to be getting this little metal flower brooch. I love the colors of this one. Very mod, if you will. The orange, turquoise, and green. And then here is the back. And the little pin is on the stem, which I thought was different. So there's the back of that one. Thank you, Tammy. How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. And then the third brooch is the little butterfly that flutters around the 2 flowers. So you're getting the 2 flowers and the butterfly and the brass little trinket box. And I think that all the colors go really well together. I think they are cute together. Try to assemble this a little better. So there is the first little treasure of the evening. I see Tammy in at 18. Thank you so much, Tammy. I am going to start the countdown on this lot of 3 pins in the little box at 15, 14, 13, 12, hi Minx, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid and hi Kathy, how are you doing tonight? I know, isn't it just springy? I've been having so much fun gardening, and then I made a mini vintage metal garden. There you go. Oh, there you go. Apple Beaded. Tammy Bennett. You got them. Thank you so much, Tammy. Tammy Bennett gets them for $22. Thank you, thank you. Also, real quick, I want to let you guys know I'm real going to try. I'm real going to try to get your invoices done tomorrow and Thursday. But if you don't get your invoice from me by Saturday, then you need to worry. Because the thing is, there's a field trip tomorrow, and then I have an estate sale I'm working Thursday through Saturday. So I will get them done. If I have to stay up all night, don't you worry. I'll get them done. But they just might not all be out tomorrow. I'm going to really try. But just in case, I have not forgot about you. Not forgotten about you. No, Minx. Keep that away. I want springtime. I want springtime, not snow. I do not enjoy that for you. I don't like that for you. All right. So, I feel like I should do a viewer discretion is advised, but I will refrain. I have a craft project coming up. So, there's that. All right. I'm going to start this little beauty at $24. Like I said at the beginning of this live sale, you're either going to love her or you're going to hate her. I really don't think there's going to be much in between on this one. I have made a little flower baby, if you will. And here she is. She does not have a name. I shall name her Blossom. Here she is. So I think that this little glass piece may be like a vintage playing card holder or a cigarette holder. It is black glass. I think that it is actually, so black glass tends to pull from deeper colors, like it can be a dark amethyst or a dark green or a very dark red. This particular piece is heavy on the dark green, so it's pulling that dark green, but it is black. The bottom of it is hand painted. I did not do that. It came that way. It is hand painted, and it's kind of rough. Like they added those little textured beads. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? The little textured beads. And then I created her. So I'm going to take her out really quickly and just show you the little vessel. So there is no signature on it. I'm not sure who makes this, but I would imagine it's either for playing cards or cigarettes. Honestly, I've not seen something quite this shape before. Very unique, very, very pretty. And then here is Blossom. So Blossom is a little antique. She still is, a little antique German doll, but she did not have arms. She had no arms. So she had her little feet. She had frozen feet, but she was missing her arms. And so I decided to do this. Now, this is a vintage velvet corsage. And I gave her a little headpiece, and I wrapped her in some vintage green quilted scrap. And then she just fits oh so snugly in this little piece of glass. Very kind of dark in a way. Not very springy, is it? Other than her being a flower. It's kind of dark colorway. But I think she turned out cute. Now, the flower is attached to her. It will not come off. It is one cohesive piece. There you go. And like I said, little Blossom here was born without arms, but we love her all the same. And then here she is. She's not wanting to stay the way I had her, and now I will be mad. Hang on. There we go. There's hers is. All ready to go to her new home. And in case you're curious, if you have just a certain space big enough for Blossom, she's 7.5 inches tall. And wide on the glass is about 3 inches. 3 inches wide on Blossom. And then there is her cute little face. Her cute little face. But there she is, and I currently see Luanna, thank you so much. And at 34, I'm going to start the countdown. Now, she isn't permanent in here. So if you like this, but you don't like Blossom, she is not permanent. I'm going to start the countdown on her at 15, 14, 13, 12. Hi, Leslie. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end on Blossom. It was her little shirt that was in the way. That was driving me crazy. Hi, Debbie. There. Now she's all tucked in, ready for bed. I like all 3 of my doll pieces tonight. I have 3 of them, and I love them all. I'm not even sure which one's my favorite. Anna, you got her. I really like her. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can't ever find things that are just quite weird enough for me, so I just have to make my own. Thank you so much, Luanna. I really appreciate it. I think she's lovely. Okay, I'm going to come back to those because they're on the bottom of something, and I don't want to dig that out right now. All right, this is cute. I did not make this. It was made. I didn't make it. I got it at an estate sale. And I don't think it's necessarily vintage, but it is handmade, so that's always an exception for me. I think that this is really cute. It took somebody a lot of work. I think that this was more than likely a kit that you could buy, but then you had to put it all together. I'm going to start this at $16, and it is essentially kind of like what Valerie made for Redheaded Kitty Cat, except for this one is in the form of a baby book. A baby book. And it says, Cherish Precious Moments. And it's got, this is all 3-dimensional, and it's got this little baby on the front. And all of this is hand done with the paper. And then on the inside is where all the little components were. Hang on, let me grab that. Okay, so here is the first page. It says Precious Moments, and it's all glittery. And there are little cards and whatnots in the sleeve. There's all different kinds. Let me put this down. So you've got this one, that one. Look at the little clothes. This one's like, that one opens. So these would be great to, this would be great to gift. And then it says baby shower. And then you untie that. And it's got, this flips all the different options up. You've got this little side with another little part. We'll see. Sorry. So sorry. We'll see if that's any better. Are we catching up now? Am I talking super fast like a chipmunk? Then we have this little section. And look at the little paper doll clothes. So cute. And then this, somebody put a lot of work into this. And then special delivery. And then this is a little magnet. And it opens for a picture or whatever you want. And then more here. And here. Look how cute. Adorable. And then here is the final page. And there's so many little treasures in all the little pockets. Welcome, little one. So cute. And then look how chunky. Chunky. But really cute. Great to gift someone. Or just fun to like go through all the little ephemera pieces. You could fill it out. You could put photos in it. You could do whatever you wanted with it, really. But yeah, it's not filled out in any way. It's just essentially like a junk journal. But I'm going to start the countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. So cute. I do have one more of those tonight, completely different style, but I thought those were cool to find. Jamie Grafton, you got it. Thank you so, so much. A lot of work went into that. Not by me, but by somebody. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully I don't freeze anymore. We'll see. Alrighty then. Thank you so much, Jamie. This next piece is beautiful. Now, I wish I knew more about these types of things. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know the names. I wish I did, but I don't. I am going to start this piece at $28. I just had to have it because it was so stinking beautiful. I'm not sure what kind it is, but maybe you could tell me. So up next, I don't know again about vintage or antique, but I love to mix crystals in with my vintage and antiques. And this one is giant and it's so pretty. I'm not sure if it's coming across the camera right, but it is a very soft baby blue. And there is one pink, like rose quartz, coming out of the center. But this thing is massive. So here on the bottom, you can kind of see that blue color a little better. Maybe it's coming through. But it is a very, very pale baby blue. And then it goes into the white crystals. I love using crystals. I've said this before, to display my favorite jewelry pieces. So you set this like on your dresser and then you just put your favorite jewelry on there and it just makes it feel so fancy. Just makes it feel so fancy. Now this is a very big crystal. It is 7 inches by 4 inches at the longest point. So it does get skinnier towards this side, but then bigger towards this side. And I want to try to give you a close-up so you can see all those crystals. It's in really good condition too. Like this one doesn't have any chips. Either does this one, very pointy. They're just so fascinating. It's just, I love crystals. I need to be better at knowing what kinds are what. But it is just, I love a sparkle. I love a sparkle. And it kind of, if it sits flat, you can either sit it flat like this, or you can kind of balance it like that, however you want. But gorgeous, gorgeous crystal. And one pink little rose quartz, just hanging out. Just hanging out right there. Really pretty. But I'm going to start the countdown on this beauty here at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Bid end on the crystal. I love crystals. Grape bid end. Thank you so much, Redheaded Kitty Cat. Donna, you got it. Thank you so much. Donna did it. Donna. 432. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. You're going in for the giveaway. And thank you, Tammy. And thank you, Jamie. And thank you, Minx. Well, sorry. Jamie and Minx were interested in the baby book. But thank you to all of you. Thank you. All right. I don't want to do those. What do I want to do this? Okay, I'll do this one. This one is really cute too. I'm going to start this one at $24. And this is a little antique minis lot. And I love this. I love this. So you are getting this little metal antique shoe. I think that it was probably a pin cushion. It no longer has its pin cushion, so now it's just a little vessel. You're getting 2 antique buttons and a miniature antique frozen Charlotte. Now I'll take everything out and show you the little pieces. So the first one is this button. Now. I originally thought that this may have been a morning hair button. I do not, if I had to say for sure, I would not think that it is. But originally I thought that it may be hair. I'm starting to think it's more thread than hair. But I originally picked it up because I thought maybe, possibly, it would be hair. I don't have a single morning hair button. They do exist, but I don't think that this is one. However, it does resemble what a morning hair button would look like. Then you have this one. This one's like a tortoiseshell. It may even be tortoiseshell. I'm not sure. It is missing its button back, but look at how cool this button is. And it's got a silver inlay. It is these 2 gentlemen. One with a little, oh gosh, what's that called? Cane, and another one with a little umbrella. And here's the back. Like I said, it may actually be tortoiseshell. Very hard to tell. But beautiful, beautiful button. And then look at this beauty. Now she is in pretty good condition. Her clothes are tattered, but the fact that she still has her original clothes is pretty darn cool. But she is in pretty good condition. So here she is. She's a very early frozen Charlotte. She does have moving arms and frozen legs. And there is her little face. Now, I don't see any markings on her, but I do believe her to be German. There's the back. And she is just a tiny, tiny treasure. Tiny, tiny treasure. And she is like 2 1/4 inches. She's so tiny. And you see her little clothing. She's been through some stuff, okay? And then here is the little shoe. I think that it may be some kind of lead metal mixture, like a pot metal essentially. And it is just a little heel. Definitely like in a Victorian style of shoe. It is fairly heavy. So you're going to get the shoe, the little German doll, the little possibly tortoiseshell button, and then the little Victorian button. There are the... I genuinely don't understand it. We have been doing so well. We have been doing so well. I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening. All we can keep doing is doing what we're doing. Sorry. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not supposed to be doing this right now. I'll try to count this down again. You didn't hear me the first time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beaded. Beaded. Hi, Paula. Hello, Paula. We will not give up. I kind of will. I may, though. Lou Anna, you got it. Congratulations. Thank you. She's beautiful. You know I love old dolls. And they are not easy to find anymore. They really aren't. Luckily, I hoarded them when they were somewhat easier to find. Number 3. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I'm a little disappointed about this pairing. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I paid up for this elephant. a little bit because I'd never seen him before, and I thought it was really cool. And I really like old antique, early vintage circus stuff. So I fell in love with this bank when I found it, but I didn't realize it was broken until after I got it home. Isn't that just the way it always goes? I'm gonna start this pair off at $24 because even though the bank is broken, it's coming with another thing, and I think they're really cool items. So the first item is this large metal cast elephant piggy bank, and there is money in there, so you're getting money back. I don't know how much or what kind, but there is money in there. I'm trying to see. I see a quarter, so really this is starting at 23 something. But you can see here that his trunk is broken. I didn't even notice that. I thought in the moment that this was his trunk. I don't know what I thought this was, but I didn't realize that his little trunk, it was broke right there. I don't find it too terribly distracting on account of I didn't even see it to begin with. But he is this really cool old cast iron bank. And I love his face. He's so charming. He's pretty big too. And I, again, don't know what kind of money is in there. He's about 5.5 inches wide by 5 inches tall. But then, and I love the detail on his little saddle right there. Then I'm going to pair it with this, I believe, antique German child's cup. Hey, Mom. And it is this little porcelain cup with an elephant from the circus playing drums. I do think that this is a older mug. I did stuff it with a vintage little doll or baby vest. I just felt like it needed something stuffed inside there. It's not marked on the bottom, but if I remember correctly, the estate sale I got this from, everything in that house was the real deal. So I'm thinking this is a very early German child's cup. And look, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but look at the detail in this ceramic. Do you see the inlaid flowers and designs? So that is definitely a little quality piece. There's some more. And I just love that graphic of the elephant. So, with that being said, if you take this mug and display it with this elephant, you won't even see the missing trunk. You see how I did that? Lovely. Or you could even put the trunk inside the teacup. Let's see if that would work. Oh yeah, look, there you go. Nothing to see here. We always make it work. You can always make it work. But you are going to be getting the little elephant teacup. That graphic is just incredible. And the elephant piggy bank. And I'm going to start the countdown on the pair of these. And it's not choice. It is a pair. 15, 14, 13, 12. I want to know what's in there. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dead end. Ooh. 4. Hi, Margaret. Did I say hi to you already? I cannot remember. And hi, Daisy girl. Oh my goodness, I can't stop yawning. Do you really? Does yours have a broken trunk? Because mine does, but I didn't realize that. Margaret, you got it. Thank you so much, Margaret. Latina, 426. Thank you so much, Margaret. You're going in for the giveaway. Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, what is next on the agenda? Oh, I love this one too. This is another little creation I somewhat put together. See, maybe that's what I thought. I'm not sure. I really like this one. I think I like this one more than I like Blossom. This one doesn't have a name either. Tinny. Instead of Timmy, his name's Tinny, okay? So he is going to start at, I'm going to start him at 28 because to me, he's like a little piece of art and I really, really like how he turned out. So this is little Tinny. So he is a little German bisque jointed doll. Timothy, exactly. And I have him perched on a little oil can, and I don't know what this is. It's this little silver piece that I got at an estate sale. I'm not sure what it is. I think it dangled from something. I have it upside down currently. I think it's meant to go the other way. But then I added some charms to the bottom. Let me show you Timothy not on the oil can because I just kind of used his hat to hold him on the little oil can. I didn't necessarily want to glue him to the oil can. Is it really? So here he is. What would it have held on a chatelaine? What is it, a thimble on a chatelaine? I'm not sure. But here he is. He's a little wonky-eyed, but he is early Germany. And he's got the little charms on the bottom. Is it really? What was it for? A thimble? Tell me. See, I think it was meant to be like this. And look at the detail on it. And then there's the inside. I don't know if it's sterling. I tried to look for marks. And I didn't see any, but Timothy needed a hat. And so I was in the market for a hat. I've had Timothy for a while. And I went to find him a little hat. So I found this and I was like, it's perfect. So here's little Timothy. And he's got the hole in his head. And then on the back, he is marked Germany. Right there on the back. And then here is the little oil can. There is no marks on the oil can, but it is just a cute little mini one. Well, there you go. I had no clue, and I've always been looking for chatelaine things. And then there's one, and it just went right past me. Go figure. Go figure. I had his hat on, there it is. But I think he turned out so cute. I know it's just a simple little thing, but there's just something so charming about him. I really like him. And he is 4 inches tall. And if you just wanted the chatelaine piece, then there you go. You don't have to like Timothy. And then I just had him propped up on the little oil can like that. But I'm going to start the countdown on him. I think he's so cute. Thimble bucket for the belt, Amy. See? See? There you go. You live and you learn. But I'm going to start the countdown on him. Oh, well, I'll be. There you go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, no way, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. I finally find a piece, and I don't even know that I have it. Doesn't that just sound like something I do? Doesn't that just sound like something I would do? Well, there you go. Pineapples. Hi, MJ. Luanna, look at you. You're creating your own little army. I love it. I got one weirdo tonight that you're really going to either love or hate. But you got it, Luanna. Thank you so much. 35. It is a Victorian, basically like a Victorian utility belt. You'd have your fruit knife, you'd have your glove holder, your skirt lifter, you'd have your thimble holder, you'd have just all your little accoutrements on your belt. But I didn't know that was a thimble holder. I'm going to have to research that when I get out there. I didn't know there was such a thing. Number 12. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. Okay. I actually just got this. And this is an expensive little frog. I was surprised. He is by the brand Panetta. Panetta. This is a Panetta frog. Excuse me. I'm going to start him at $25. I've never seen a complete one in my life in person. Never ever. Never. But yes, Panetta. Panetta. This is a rare little booger. He is beautiful. I could tell when I saw him at the antique store that he just looked like quality. He stood out to me out of all the other brooches. He is a little gold and silver frog. And those sparkles look so good. I know, Luana. Me too. They almost look like real diamonds. Of course they're not, but just looks like a gold and diamond brooch. Really, really excellent quality. He's got little green stoned eyes. And look at his little feet. The detail in this pin is just really, really, really good. He is 1.5 inches long by a little bit, like 1.25 inches wide. I want to show you the underside and that maker's mark so you can see. So here's the underside of Mr. Ribbits. And then the maker's mark is going to be right here on this edge. And I will give you a quick little gander so you can try to see the maker's mark right there. And I just loved him. He's your prince. He could be your little prince. I'm trying to hold him. But, oh, just such a gorgeous brooch. I love his little feet. And his sparkle and his eyes. And he is quite three-dimensional. He does pop out just a bit. And look how cute. Oh, I like him. I like him a lot. But I am going to start the countdown on him. Let me show you his little face. There you go. Adorable. Adorable. But 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Bid end on Mr. Frog. Hi, Dana. Hello, historical buff. How are you? So it looks like historical buff has gotten it. Thank you so very much. Historical buff. Now, please do not be mad at me if I am incorrect, but is that your first purchase, historical buff? I'm curious. I'm curious because I love sending first-time packages. Yay, I cannot wait to wrap him up and send him to you. Please do make sure, historical buff, that you send me an email. My email is in the description box below, but it is the.Withering.Cottage@gmail.com. I'll need your real name, your YouTube name, your home address, and your PayPal email, and then I will send you your little frog. I'm so excited. I can't wait to put your package together. Thank you so much. Okie dokie. Who wants a little bit of kitsch? Just a little bit. Now, unfortunately, I only have a single, and I don't even know where he is. Here he is. I have a single baby. I have a single baby. I don't have his partner in crime. I am going to start him at $28. He's in perfect condition. Never seen another one. And I've been hoarding him for quite some time, to be completely honest. So, drum roll please. I have the Holt Howard Pixie Wear pepper shaker. Now, I do not have the salt. Now, if you get the pepper at a really good deal, and then you can find the salt, and you sell them as a pair, that's the thing to do. I should have thought of that before this and done that, but I didn't. So I am offering just the little pepper shaker. You can see that he has no repairs to his neck or to his ears or to the top of his head. He does have his original little stopper. There is the Holt Howard maker's mark on the bottom. And then this handle here is actually made of wood. Now, there is crazing consistently throughout this, but it is consistent and very common with this age of piece. You can kind of see, too, that metallic paint that's used on the hair. And then the face paint is just perfect. Look at the little winky eye and the blush. And he's just in excellent condition. I really don't see a single issue with this guy. I really don't. And he is pretty big. So even if you don't find the single, or the salt shaker, he kind of can stand alone as a little figurine, I think, fairly well on his own. So cute. He is about 3.5 inches tall by about 4 inches wide. And he's just adorable. Look at those cheeks. And then let me show you the back one more time. I want to be oh so careful. If I drop this right now, I will cry. I will cry. But I currently see MJ in at 29. Thank you so much, MJ. I'm going to start the countdown. And he was really cute for Halloween, too. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. I'm going to put him back very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. I need to start looking for y'all some more kitsch. I've been slacking on that kitsch train, and I need to do better. Sherry, you got him. Sherry Buchanan. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. Of course, I wish I had more than one of those. But I don't. Sherry Buchanan. Buchanan. For 47. Thank you so much, Sherry. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. He's cute. Number. Oh, got it. I put that one back. I didn't want that one. I don't know why, but I didn't. Okie dokies. This next item is just a really pretty piece. This is definitely a very me item. I'm going to start this item at 16, and I'll try not to spend too much time on it because it is just exactly what it is. So this is a little 3-dimensional piece of art, and it is made out of pressed flowers and dandelions. You know, the ones you blow and make a wish? That is the background of it. I'm going to try to show you. So it is 3-dimensional. It's like a little flat shadow box in a way. The butterfly is actually paper. So it is a little paper butterfly. And I love this. I just think it's really simple and would be really pretty in a home like mine. Just really simple. I love the dried flowers and the dandelions. And then I am going to include it with this little easel. And then it is ready to hang if you wanted to hang it. And it looks good both ways. So if you want to put it on the easel long ways, is that the word I'm looking for? It sits perfectly like that. And the butterfly looks like it's in the right direction. Or if you wanted to put it horizontally, it still looks really good. The way the wire is, you can only hang it horizontally unless you change it. But on the easel, you can flip it either way. And then the little piece of art that I just love is 7.5 inches by 4.5 inches. So just a tiny treasure. I think it is so pretty. I love anything behind glass. We all know this. And they're just beautiful little dried flowers. So sweet. But I'm going to start the countdown on this at, sorry about that glare, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Hi, Leslie. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big end. Hi, Rusty. Oh, I like you, Rusty. Very, very much so. I like all of you. Thank you, Leslie. I'm glad you guys like that one because that was, I think, insect taxidermy, entomology, was my very first collection ever. So it will always have a place in my heart. Leslie Clark, you got it. Thank you so much, Leslie. And thank you, everyone. And Leslie, you're going in for the giveaway. Thank you so much. And if you have purchased, try to stick into the end because if I draw your name, I want you to be able to pick the ring you want. I do. Okay. Sorry, it turns out I have a little bit more expensive items tonight. This next piece, I wish I knew the age of. I cannot find another example of it anywhere. And if you can find it, I would appreciate it if you could tell me if you could find it and see if it's modern or if it's older, because I just can't tell. Sometimes I get confused, and this one has me a bit confused. But I really like it. I think it's really charming. I'm going to start this one at, oh gosh, what to start it at? Hang on one second. It's got some gluey stuff on it. I think I'll start it at 28. I'm going to start it at 28 because for me, I don't know that the print is very old. It may be. Please, buyer discretion, be aware because I don't know on this one. But for me, this one is about the frame. I just love this frame. So it says on the piece of art, this little piggy went to market. And it is, I got this at an antique store, but I just couldn't find an example. I could find an example of this, but not of this frame. So it says this little pig went to market, and it's this little Victorian baby, and you see the little Victorian baby bottle there. And look at that bed for a baby. That is, I love that bedding. And it's signed Gassenbear, but I love this little carved wooden pig in the corner. So it is part of the frame. So like when the frame was carved or produced, like I said, I'm not sure, the little pig is 3-dimensional, so it's carved out. So they carved the pig first before carving the frame. And you can see the little pig, and the pig is cracked with the frame. Do you see? So I don't know. And then I'll show you the back because, like I said, this one's hard for me to date. Normally I can do pretty good telling if an art is a reproduction or not. This one has me a bit confused. Here's the back. There is some wear to the back. It is staples, which is definitely a more modern touch, but it could have been redone. But the staples also don't look brand new. You can kind of tell, I'll show you. Down here, the staples are kind of rusted. So I just don't know. It is 10 by 8, a little under 8, like 7 3/4. But that little pig right there is what got me. I just thought that it was so charming. So charming. And it just says, this little pig went to market. And I love that little pig. Thank you so much, Lisa. This one was hard for me to let go. I just thought it was special. I don't know. But I'm going to start the countdown on this at 15, 14, 13. No, it's not cardboard. 12, 11, 10, 9. It's kind of like the back of a cabinet card. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. I mean, like, maybe you could say cardboard, but do you know what I'm talking about? How a cabinet card feels? It's like that. Chipboard. Yeah. Bid end. Lisa, you got this. Congratulations. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Gnarly came in. That goes to Judy. I didn't see you sneak in there, Judy. Thank you so much. And thank you, Lisa. And I'm sorry I messed that up. I should have double checked that. And I did not. And I'm sorry. I know that little pig. The little pig is what got me too. For sure. Okay, these next 3 pieces don't really have anything in common other than I just wanted them to go together. I just thought they looked good together. There's really not more of an explanation than that. The 3 of these items are going to start at $24, and you're getting 3, and all 3 of them I pretty much know nothing about. There you go! Welcome to the Withering Cottage. The first item in this lot is this little turquoise miniature crock. Now that is not a chip, that is a glazed skip right there. It is not a chip, it is glazed over, it's just the glaze did not stick to that. It does not look brand new to me. I love that it's just a mini crock. Here is the bottom. I can kind of, it definitely looks older to me. I did get this at an antique store. I just felt like it was really, really charming. Crocks is something I want to learn more about going forward. Pottery in general. This one does not have any maker's mark or any signature on it. No lid either. It's just a tiny little, what a crock. I agree. Who is this girl? She knows nothing. 2.5 inches. But I loved the color. It's just such a pretty color. And then the other item that goes with it is this Non Plus Ultra Habana Unana. And it is a glass cigar. And I believe that it is a early perfume bottle or cologne bottle. So it is a glass cigar. Here is the tip. The cork did break off into the bottle. You can see it in there. There's little seeds or coffee beans in there. I don't know if you can see. Never have I ever. And it says Non Plus Ultra Habana. And it's got the original label on there. And I thought that that just looked kind of fun in the mini crock. There you go. And then you need somebody to smoke the cigar and live inside the mini crock, of course. So then last but certainly not least, I have this miniature pot metal little lead gnome. And he is from a local, well, kind of local to here, Rock City. So he's a Rock City little metal cast gnome. And he is, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing with his hands. But he is just really cute. I love the wear on him. I think he's super charming. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's 3 inches tall. So you've got the little gnome with his little crock, because you know he's full of it, and his giant cigar. Huh? Nothing? They don't go together? I know they don't, but something about them did, in a way. Nothing really, actually. But you get this cigar. It's not a real cigar. It's a glass cigar. The little crock and the little gnome. But I'm going to start the countdown at 15, 14, and this is in great condition, no chips or cracks. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, exactly 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big end. Normally, I just like tiny treasures. That's really the thing. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You know me? Hi, Purdy. I do too. I gravitate towards buying small things, and then I get them home, and I'm like, now what? Now what am I going to do with a tiny crock and a tiny gnome and a glass cigar? You know? And then that's how we end up. Purdy pansies. Purdy pansies. You got it. For 25. I have a question for my friends. Quick question. I had in the sale tonight a antique crazy quilt. It is in terrible disarray. It is a crafting quilt at this point. It needs major rehabilitation. But I took it out because I am no good at showing blankets. Would any of you be interested in an affordable, needs rehabilitation, antique crazy quilt? Let me know. And thank you. Thank you, Purdy. Because I took it out because I was like, it's not going to show right. It's all tattered. What am I going to do with such a thing? But if you guys are interested, I will show it. But don't yell at me when I do a terrible job at that. Don't yell at me if I do really, really bad. Okay, we'll do these and then I'll go and grab that quilt. And if I show it really bad, y'all will understand. Okay. Lisa Jens, are you in the house? Now, Lisa Jens, there's no pressure whatsoever. Please do not feel pressured. I never want any of you to feel like you have to buy something because I mention your name, okay? But you had been asking for cameos, and I've been looking out ever since, and I found 2. I found 2. Again, you do not have to get them if you don't like them, or if you already have them, or you just don't want them. All of which are fine, but I was thinking of you. I'm going to start these at choice. I'm going to start them at $45 choice, starting. So if you get the highest offer, you can pick which one you want. I do have a favorite, but my favorite may not be your favorite. Okay, so this is the first one, and this one does have a marking. I can't quite make it out. Let me see. A-L-L. All. I don't know. But this is the first one. So this is the first cameo here. I'm just going to come out and tell you, I don't see any gold marks on this piece. I see A-L-L on the clasp, whatever that may mean. Maybe it stands for aluminum. Possibly, I'm not sure. But I do believe the cameo to be shell. It is shiny and it just has the right look. It's got really beautiful filigree design around the edge of it. I will give you a close-up with my handy dandy magnifying glass here. Try to show you. So there is the filigree design behind the cameo and at the top and on the sides. She's really pretty. I like her multiple colors. Here's the sides. So inlaid pretty high and really well done. I love that it kind of matches the shape of the Cameo. There you go. And then there is the back, which I will show you in more detail. I really think it is shell. I would bet the farm. And then there is the back. And then the mark is right there on the closure. I'll try to show you. Do you see the little stamping? I just can't quite make out that stamp. But I think it says ALL right there. And then this Cameo here is 1.25 inches long by 1 inch wide. Really beautiful, beautiful brooch. So that is the first option. And then this one is my favorite because one of my favorite things is bullion. I love me some antique bullion. And I've actually never seen a Cameo with bullion before. So this one I could not find any markings on. I did look, but she is stunning. Now there is, do you see that little mark right there, that line? I originally thought, is that a crack? I don't think that it is. I think it is a striation in the shell. Because if you look, there's actually a couple more on the either side of it, just not as deep. So I don't think it's a crack. I think it is just part of the shell. And then do you see that gorgeous metal bullion all the way around there? I love the little sparkle that it adds to it. It's an elegant sparkle. So unlike rhinestones, it's just a little bit of glisten, which is why I love bullion. It's just this like rusty sparkle in a way. And I think it's so pretty. And look at the detail in her hair, in her face, in her eye shape, in her necklace. She is just gorgeous. And then here's the back. Let me take it off of here so you can see. This one is a little bigger. As far as the Cameo itself is a little bigger on this one. I will show you them side by side. Now this one may have had a part up there that allowed you to wear it as a locket, and that may have been where the stamping was on this piece. And now that that is missing, it may not have a stamp. That would be really easy to replace because it's already got that. You just need to add another jump ring right there. But I'm going to show this to you next to the other one so you can see the size difference. So they're pretty close in size with the exception of this one's got more outer surface area and this one's just got a bigger Cameo. This one is a little smaller. The bigger one is 1.5 inches by 1 inch. But oh, I love that bullion. Oh, I love that bullion. But I'm going to start the countdown on choice. And I'm going to say you can choose between bullion or gold. Bullion or gold. And I'm going to start the countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. Bid end. Based on discussions regarding jewelry markings, the letters ALL often appearing as ALL or ALL stamped on the back of a Cameo, specifically on the metal clasp or brooch setting, typically refers to a manufacturer or type of metal plating rather than the carver of the shell itself. Well, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. And there is the bid end. And Lisa Jens, I was just happy I could find you. Whether you got it or not, I was just happy to find you a Cameo to offer, my dear. Congratulations and thank you so, so much. Which Cameo are you in the mood for? Or are you wanting both? They're very different. So we've got bullion or gold. You get to pick both. Oh, that makes me happy because I got them together and now they stay together. Thank you so much, Lisa. And thank you, Collector at Heart. I appreciate y'all. 11. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad I could find those for you. Thank you. Okie dokie. Here we go. Our final baby of the evening. Well, that's not true. I have another baby, but this is the last baby my hands created something with. And I apologize again. I am going to start this bird baby at $28, please. And I don't remember who, but somebody was at my sale, I think it was last week, and they said, any bird children? And I was like, no, but I will do my best to find a bird child. And so I made one. I made a bird child. So this is going to start at $28. And this is my little bird baby. So I love a good old-fashioned head swap. And fun fact, this body, not this exact body, like this body, but this body, like maker and everything, was my first head swap ever that I did. And I found another one at an estate sale, and I picked it up specifically for a head swap. Now with this baby here, you are getting the cloche, you're getting the bird baby, and you're getting the little nest and the little doily in there. So I'm going to start with the cloche and just show you it all together. The cloche itself is about 7 inches tall by, the base of the cloche is about 5 inches wide. So you are getting the cloche with the wooden base. The cloche does have some wear. I don't mind that. I like it personally. And then inside, if we take the little cloche off, the little extra bit you're getting, which is not a big deal at all, but I just feel like I have to show you, is this little bird's nest I put together. And then my child, here is my little bird baby. So I make them usually with more adult type heads. Like here's mine. This is one that I'm keeping that I made. I just love her, and plus she's cracked right down her face, so I don't know that any of y'all would want her. But this is one of my bird children. So you can see she's a little more grown up looking. But this one is specifically a bird baby, a bird child. Very peaceful face. I don't know who made the face, where it came from, anything like that. I literally just bought a head. And then it is a made in Japan bird body. And then I did use antique lace around its neck to kind of make this collar and to hide the surgery, of course. And then I did add a purple button that matches the base of the bird. And then there she is, just a little beautiful bird baby. And then I'll show her to you. Oh, and the bird baby is 4 1/4 inches, and I love the little tuft of hair in the back. And then there's the back of the bird. Really cute, I think. I love head swaps. It's one of my favorite things. I'm always down for a head swap. I'm looking for a big head. I got a big body, and I need a big head, and I'm yet to find the right head. But here is little bird baby in the cloche. I think it turned out really cute. But I'm going to start the countdown at, it just looks like it's bathing in the sun. I think the proportions are good too. I like him. I'm going to start the countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. And that is the end of my weird children. And I don't know when I'll have time to make any more, because time is hard to come by these days. For me. I worked in a estate sale this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Monday, I planted a garden bed, as you saw. And then today's Tuesday. So I worked today at an estate sale doing this. Then tomorrow, shipping, field trip, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, estate sale. So there you go. No time for bird children. Mary Ann, you got him. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And thank you, Okay Shookum Babe. And Leslie, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And thank you, Redheaded Kitty Cat. I appreciate you too. And Amy, thank you. I saw you put my email in there. I appreciate that too. Okay. This really is the last doll of the evening. And I just got her. I think she's so funny and charming and folk arty. And I don't think I've ever found a cloth doll with human hair. So, if you don't like human hair, she's probably not the one for you. Now, I have no idea her history. What's your history? What's your history? But she was, there's something about her. She reminds me of the guy from, what's that movie? Where he's like, hey, you guys. Goonies. This is Mrs. Goonie. Mrs. Hey, you guys. Okay? I'm going to start her at $14. She is going to need a special home. I was real tempted to keep her, but I thought I would offer her to you guys first. You're really going to love her or hate her, for sure. So here is Mrs. Hey, you guys. I couldn't not get her, okay? Y'all be nice. So someone hand sewed her little face, and she 100% has human hair. 100% has human hair, little pink bows. They sewed her little arms and her little hands and her little legs, and she's got her original socks and little leather shoes, which I think all of this was made for her. And then she's got her little custom dress that is sewed onto her body. And she's wearing little undergarments. I just love her. She is 9 inches tall. I thought that somebody, when they made her, tried really hard and probably made her for their little girl way back when, and probably even used that little girl's hair, and they worked really hard, and I just respect that because I do too. And had I tried to do this, her face would also look like that. But I love it. I mean, nobody's perfect, okay? Nobody's perfect. You gotta work it. There is a nail in her hair. I hope she's not a voodoo doll. That would be, well, if she is, just be nice to her, and then nobody will get hurt, okay? Then you don't have to worry about it. But I definitely think this is human hair that was sewn onto her. And I just think she's different. I think she's cute. Renee thinks so too. She's just charming. I know. You probably hate her. I love her. I love her. But I'm going to start the countdown on her. Hey, Mrs. You guys. At 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Right, Susie? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. I agree, Judy. If you look at her from the side, she's perfectly fine. Just don't look at her head on. I'm just kidding. I love you. I really do like her. I mean, I bought her for a reason. I really, honestly do like her. Renee, you got her. Thank you and congratulations. I don't know. I just feel like if you love her, you love her. And I think Renee will love her. What's your history? What's your history? Number 25. Okay. This is a project piece for somebody. Or if you have an antique booth, I think, again, these would be really great to price separately. And again, I need to stop saying again so much. I think they would look really good framed. Or if you're a quilter, you could put them together, make a little blanket, or you can make a purse or a bag or all sorts of stuff. Sew it on an old flannel. If you do that, these would look really cute on the back of a bunch of flannels, bleached, and I think there's a lot of potential for these. I split them up into 3 lots. So there are 3 lots that you can choose from. I did that just because I wanted to like spread the love a little bit if multiple people were interested. The lots are going to start at $20 each. So you're bidding on choice, and there are 10 pieces in each lot. There are 10 pieces in each lot. So they're all the same as far as subject matter, but they're different as far as patterns and colors. So this is the first lot. You are going to be getting, if anybody of course is interested, you're going to be getting 10 hand sewn butterfly quilt squares. Okay, so this is the first lot. You get 10 in each lot, and there are 3 lots. So in the first lot, we have green and pink plaid, and the green's like that 1970s like polyester fabric. I'm going to go through these kind of quickly because there's a lot. Floral. You have this one. And every square is the same as far as like dimensions. They're each going to be 14 by 14. 14 by 14. So then we have this one. I just think if you can cut these out and sew them on things, they would be so cute. You have this one. I like this one. This one's very springy. Oop, grab 2. This guy. He's a bit wonky donkey. Love him. Purple and yellow. And floral. Blue and green. And here's the back, so you can see that they are hand done for sure. And then this one is my favorite. And that's the last one in lot 1. I love the little hearts. Okay, so that is lot 1. Let me try to stay organized. I'm only going to go through them once each because I don't want to bore you all too bad. All right, then lot 2 is going to be this one. This one. That one. Now this one has some age spots, but the butterfly is still good. And I think that's one of the best butterflies. And then you have a pink one. Hi, Katie. You have another pink one. And you've got this one. This one. That one's bright. That one really pops. This one. And last but not least, this one. And then we have one more lot. One more. All right, and then finally, lot 3. We've got this one. Blue and pink. Green and blue. This would have taken me, if I did this would have taken me a straight up year. This one. Think about how to cut. You have to cut out the body, cut out the wings. So add the little details, add the antenna, cut the fabric. That would be crazy. This one. You got a plaid one. Here's another super vibrant one. And then last but not least, bright yellow. And that is lot number 3. And I'm going to start the countdown. You can choose lot 1, lot 2, or lot 3. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid in a pillow. Now that's something that's in my capabilities. I feel like I could make a pillow. Maybe. Maybe. Bid and Katie, thank you so much and congratulations. Which lot would you like? Lot 3? And for everybody's sake, I probably won't go over them again, so you just let me know. Lot 2 or lot 1? Lot 1, lot 2, or lot 3? Of course. Thank you so much, my dear. Oh, man. Could you imagine if you make a quilt? Are you a quilter, Katie? That would be amazing if you put them all together. If you do that, I need to see it. Speaking of quilts, you thought I forgot. I didn't. All right. Now, I have no idea how to start this. Well, like the amount. Redhead Kitty Cat, will you put in a start? I'm going to let you decide. Will you put in a start for a antique crazy quilt that is in disarray? What do you think is a fair price, Redheaded Kitty Cat? I need your help. Because, thank you, Katie, because I just don't know. Okay, so Redheaded Kitty Cat is going to put in the price. Because I don't know where to start this. Now, I will tell you, the outside of this quilt is in pretty darn good condition. Thank you, Redheaded Kitty Cat. It's the back side that is like so fragile. Okay, so here's the front. The front is actually beautiful. If you can sew, I feel like you could add a new backing to this and it would be gorgeous. So this is probably a queen. This is a very, very large antique crazy quilt. You can see it's got this gorgeous, like really soft satin, and then there's velvet patches. There's all different kinds of patches. So I told you I'd be terrible at this. It's very hard to do with one person. So here is the length side. There is a tear here, but like I said, this is really just a crafter's piece. And then here is one side of the wide side. So you can see. And it just keeps going. This thing is very big. Now I will say the back side, hi Catherine, is what gives away the age. So the back side is what makes me know that it lets me know that it is antique. But with the fabric that they used on the back side is so brittle. Like, I'm just showing you because I want to be completely transparent. I don't ever want to be misleading. If you barely tug this, barely tug it, this comes off. And I know that probably hurt a lot of you. It hurt me. But I just wanted to make a point. Do you see? Do you see? I wanted to make a point that the back is the problem child, not the front. So I didn't want any of you to get this and then be disappointed and say, well, she didn't tell me that it was, you know, falling apart. This black and red liner, striped liner is so fragile. But it's got these little pieces here that hold it all together. But honestly, I do think if you put on a new back to this, it would be a usable blanket. It just needs a new back. You know what I'm talking about then? I hated to do that, but I just wanted to be super, super transparent. But I love a crazy quilt. I can never find them in a price range to bring them. And then I bought this one. I was like, I don't know if anybody would love it the way it needs to be loved, but I wanted to show it. I wanted to show it to the friends. But it's very big. Very, very big blanket. I'm going to fold it so I can show you how big it is. I'll fold it up. I should have measured it, but like I said, I kind of pulled it out of the sale because I didn't think I'd be able to show it properly. But I'm just going to do my very best. Here she is all folded, so you can kind of see her size. Big girl. Big, big girl. But I'm going to start the countdown on her. Thank you so much, Catherine. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 bit end. Oh, thanks, Minx. You're so sweet. Blankets and ephemera are probably my least favorite things to try to show. I never do a good job on them. Ever. Catherine, I'm so glad it's going to a good home. Thank you so much. I got fuzzies all up in my face. Thank you, Catherine. That makes me happy. Okay, so this next piece, again, is not vintage or antique, my bad, but it is handmade. Somebody did make it. I got it at the same place I got the baby one from. This one is far less detailed, but just really cute. I just love something that someone took their time to make. It's not in as good of condition either. It's got some issues. I'm just gonna start it at $14. This is another one of the little handmade junk journals, and this one is Botanical Tea. Botanical Tea, and this one is hard. The other one was like a hardcover too, but this one opens more kind of like a receipt book or a coupon book type thing. So it is a little case, and you open it like this, and then when you first open it, it's got these little compartments for these little cards. You could add pictures to your favorite recipes. Give this as a gift. Put a picture of you and your friend on there and give this to them. Write a little sweet something or another about them and really personalize it. It's not personalized right now. It's just kind of like a blank canvas. And then you open it. And then these are little accordions. So these fold out. Again, you could write a little sweet something or put a picture in there. This one folds out as well. I love the birds and the botanicals. Great combination. And then this center one folds out like this is okay. This is a little book, and then these fold out. Maybe. There you go. Like that. They're magnetic. That's why I couldn't get them. They're magnetic. Ooh, look how pretty that one is. I love that paper. Okie doke. So then you have that one. And then you have this one, which is also magnetic. There you go. And then you have more of that beautiful bird paper. And then you've got a couple more of the little cards. So many little things. I would have loved this as a kid. This would have been what I'd ask my mom for. Can I get that junk journal, please? And then here is the inside. And then there is the back. It would also be a fun place just to store some of your ephemera. You can take these out and put your little pieces in. I don't know. I just saw them and I was like, I always appreciate the work that goes into these. I know they are not easy to do at all. But I'm going to start the countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beaded. on the little botanical birds. Botanical birds. Popcorn bidden. Thank you so much, Red-Headed Kit Kat. Kit Kat. That goes to Leslie Clark. $4.15. Thank you so much. What do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? I still have no idea. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate you. Okie dokie. This next one. I do listen, believe it or not. I listen to my friends. When you guys say you're looking for something, it's up there. It's just a matter of finding it. It may take me a week. It may take me a month. It may take me a year. But I try to store it up there. I really, really do. And somebody had asked for trinket shelves. Since then, I have found 2. This is one of them. The other one is not in the sale. It's over there. I am going to start this one at $35, and you are getting a couple little, well, a couple times 2 little trinkets to kind of get you started. This is a cute one. This is like, when you think of a trinket shelf, I just feel like you think of this. Okay, so here she is. I'll do my best to show her to you without dropping everything. It is a little wooden house trinket shelf. I love these. This one is great because I feel like it can go with a lot of different decors. This could go with mid-century modern. This could go with kitsch. This could go with cottagecore. This could go with Victorian. This could go in a lot of different directions. It is a good staple for a little trinket shelf for all your miniatures. So it is a little house. I did not measure it. I can give you kind of like a guesstimate. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, about 18 inches tall. And then at the widest point, you're going to be about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 inches wide. It is not very heavy, so I do not think that it would be too terrible to ship. I could put it in a flat box and it would go pretty easily. And then I am going to include these 4 little trinkets just to kind of get you started. The first one, random that I have this, but I do. I have a metal, it is a cast iron little trash can. It says paper only, and then push. It is a little metal old trash can. Then you're going to get this little copper jelly mold. Definitely older, beautiful. Then you're going to get this little teeny tiny stone bunny. He is stone. And then, oh yeah, hang it to the side and it could look like an arrow. That would be cool. You'd have to add some hangers, but yeah, for sure. Or if you have a handy dandy saw, you could cut those 2 off and it really would be a arrow. That would be cool too. But this is the way that it has the hanger, just so we know. But if you are handy, you could definitely make it an arrow, and I do quite like that. And then the last little trinket is, I love this color. This metal, he is metal, green elephant. And he's just kind of like a pot metal as well. And then you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and if you count these, 13 little shelves for trinkets. But there it is, and you're getting the 4 little doodaddies. And I am going to start the countdown on the little house trinket shelf at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. I do not want to drop the trinkets. I have done good thus far. I have done good. I didn't drop a trinket. Well done, me. Well done, me. Thank you so much for the pizza. Nom nom nom. I could go. Husband made shrimp fried rice for dinner. It was very good. Very good indeed. Okay. These, I feel like I'm cheating a bit tonight. I don't mean to. I can't help what I gravitate towards. Usually I'm pretty strict on my vintage and antique rule. I do not think that these are antique. They may be vintage. I don't know how vintage, but they're not antique. Well, would you look at that? I didn't even see that. Valerie, thank you. You got it. I am so sorry. I did not see those. Valerie. You got a green theme going, Valerie. I'm gonna put that with your squirrel. Thank you so much. Oh, but I don't know how old these are, but I just liked them. I'm a sucker for a beaded flower. These are just going to be a straight claim. They're going to be $10 each. I'm going to show them to you. I have 3 of them, and then I'll show them to you. And then if you're interested, I'll tell you the number, and you can just put it in the comments if you are interested. So these are little green beaded, glass beaded flowers and leaves, and they have this string on them, and you can tie them to anything. Curtains, it would be cute around a lamp or a lamp shade, around a jar. You could even, maybe if you're going to a shindig, wear it as a headband. I don't know. You could use them as napkin rings, would be really pretty. I only have 3, but it would be a really pretty napkin ring. I like these ones, the sparkly ones. That one needs to be joined a little. There you go. So all 3 of them are exactly the same. Again, I don't think they're super old. Hi, Black Mamba. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. It will be an arrow. I think that's a great idea, Valerie. But they're all 3 the same. I just thought that they were really pretty. Perfect for spring. Where would I put this? I want to tie everything. This would be cute as a little bow tie too, for like a teddy bear. I don't know. The options are endless. These are $10 each. I have 3, and they are number 10. I didn't even mean to do that. They're number 10. So if you're interested in one of the beaded flower tie-ons, they are $10, number 10. Curtain tiebacks, yeah, I think they're cute. I think they're really pretty. $10, number 10. Fairy, you know I'm going to do that now. They will be fairy wings. Children, be prepared to become fairies. Let's see. La da 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 da. Ba da da. That'll be pretty cute. That'll be pretty cute. Ah! Okay. Set those down. Nice. Nice. All right. Moving right along. We have got, I need that baby. You need that baby. Maybe I will offer her if I have extra time. I very well may. Okay, now these, I don't know anything about these. I just thought that they were awesome. I'm going to start them at $12. You get 3. You get a small, a medium, and a large. I think they're very old. They're very fragile, but again, I think they would look really great framed. They've got a great look to them for sure. So the first one is this one, and it is an eagle. No, an owl. Eagle? Owl? I don't know. Fighting a squirrel. They're very early prints on this black paper backing. I just think that they're dramatic and beautiful prints. I don't know anything about them. Here's the back. They're probably out of an old book and somebody backed them, and either did frame them or had the intention of framing them and never did. But they're really cool and they go so well together. So the print, I'm not going to measure the black paper. I'm going to measure the print itself. It's 10 by 7.5 on the owl versus squirrel. So you're getting that one. This one I think is my favorite. It is so cool. It's got fish and it says Shartleff Dell. Shirtleff Dell. Shurtleff Dell. This is a little underwater ocean scene. It's got a fish and some crab and some starfish and some sea anemones. Look at the little hermit crab. I love that. And the little, do you see the little shrimp? So cool. And this one is 7 3/4 by 6.5. Very pretty. And then the last one. Oh, look, this one. So now I know it is from possibly a very early German magazine. Do you see the font on the back? I didn't know where they came from. And I think that that is German. But the last one is, so maybe these came out of like a Victorian scrapbook, possibly. The third one is this little chick one. The little chickies hatching. And they all just, they're different, but they go well together. Because they came from the same place. But you do get all three. Owl. We're going with owl. Bet. All right. I'm going to start the countdown on these at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. What was that? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bead end. Thank you, Valerie. I'm going to stick those with your arrow. You got them. Valerie. 412. Thank you. Wow, I'm moving so fast tonight. I'm like lightning. Well, to be honest, I have been on for about 2 hours. Time really flies. You know what I'm saying? Okie dokie, karaoke. Number 8, chicken box. Now, you guys know I've really been into like primitive and folk art and that type of stuff. I just thought that this was so stinking cute. I did pay up for it just because I thought it was really cool. Not seen one like it. I am going to start it at $18 if there's any interest. If not, that is totally fine. But I do like to pick up things I've never seen before, and this just had such a good look to it. So, this is a little straw. I think it's made out of straw. Lidded chicken box. And also, if you're someone who, I know it's not quite like a hen-on nest. It's not glass or anything. But I had not seen one like this before, and I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so charming. I think that it is handmade, probably a souvenir piece, but I do think that somebody made it out of straw, probably a souvenir piece. And then they're just these little straw baby chicks and the big mama hen, and then this comes off and it is just a little straw and paper mache trinket box. Very simple, but just so cute. I really liked that. Yeah, it is just a little trinket box. It does open for your Yittle trinkets. I love the chicken. He is, I don't know, when I saw it, I just could not resist it. 3.5 by 3.5. And look at his little comb on his head. Look at that detail. Could you imagine if you had to try to make that? if you had to put together that chicken, that would be super difficult. At least for me it would be. And look at his little jowls. So cute. No mark on the bottom. Just a little chicken box. Box. Chicken box. But I'm going to start the countdown on her and her little children at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Book box. Bid end on the chicken box. Thank you so much for the chicken box. Okie doke. Up next, we've got a stunner. We have got a stunner. I am going to have to start this at $34. This one is the one, the only Weiss, W-E-I-S-S, Weiss vintage Weiss brooch, and check this girl out. Wowzeroni, that is a big sparkly pin. So I found this at an estate sale. I have been secretly hoarding it because I have given away all of my brooches, and I kind of just wanted to have this one for just a minute, but then I decided 'twas time to share it with the friends. So she is pretty three-dimensional, gorgeous, very big, very, very big, even for a Weiss brooch. It is, gosh, let me see here. Yoop. Whoop. Hang on. Yoop. It is it's right between 2 and 2 1/4 inches. So very, very big brooch. Really good quality. Weiss is definitely known for its quality. And then here on the back is where you're going to see that Weiss maker's mark. W-E-I-S-S, and you see all the little rivets that connect the layers. There's a lot of really good construction to this piece. They are all prong set, really good condition, no missing stones, and the stones themselves, the rhinestones on this, are massive. There are no, I mean, look at that compared to like my fingernail. There are no small stones on this. I probably need, now that I'm looking at it, I did not clean it. I will take this inside tonight and clean it, and then it will really shine. It will sparkle like crazy. I didn't realize that I hadn't cleaned it. Usually I clean them right away. This one did slip by me, but I will clean it tonight, and it will be nice and shiny and dry in the morning. But yeah, this is definitely an Ice Weiss baby. Boom, 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 doo, doo. Ice Weiss baby. You ever do something and then like instantly regret it? I haven't. But I'm going to start the countdown on this at 15, 14. I hate that I didn't clean that. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Bid end. Day-o. Miss that day-o. Dana, thank you so much. Dana is here. Where'd you go, Dana? There you are. Oh, and I meant to tell my friends. You are my friends, and I love you so, so much. Next week may be tough for me to have a sale. 'Tis spring break. So, there's that. So if I'm not here next week, that is why. It's just because spring break, tiny human, love her, want to spend time with her. And shipping takes up a whole day. It really does. It's fine when she's in school. But, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Then starting at hello. Stay like I made me wanna go home. Starting at $35 choice, we have 2 Rusty Snail Ephemera packets. These ones are green. They're green. So, antique and vintage shades of green for junk journaling, art journaling, scrapbooking, 150 plus pieces. So, the first one. I don't know that we've done green before. I know we've done like a St. Patrick's Day one, but these are just shades of green, all antique and vintage ephemera. That's an antique postcard right there. Oh, look at that die cut. I won't you. I like that. And then you've got, of course, your little cutouts from vintage paper. And then you've got, where is it? Your little bag in here full of more small pieces of paper, a little crocodile patch in there. Here is the back. Look at that pickle. Is that a pickle? I think that is a pickle. Ooh, and this is an old perfume label, some old stamps, some old bleach. She's sassy. You got a card. That's an antique postcard too, for sure. Oh my gosh, and look, there is a full-blown brooch in this one, a ballerina. Well, there you go. And you can't forget the pickle, Dilly, the pickle. So that is the first option. And then the second. We were doing so good. And then you were gone completely, and I thought I'd have to start completely over. And then I found you in the abyss of the internet. What happened? That was so long. Good gracious. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyways, rude. Not you, Elon. This is the second pack. I was gonna say, the second pack does not have a brooch, but look at this front card. That is so good. You do have a similar, you get the same die cut. Another little bag of doodads. You got the pen, the fountain pen. You also get a card, a parrot, paper. Look, I'm so mad. I don't know what else to do. I bought a Wi-Fi extender. I purchased the newest iPhone money could buy. I got Starlink. I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated. There's a pony on that one. Nay. Alrighty then. Poison oak remedy. That's good to have in the South. Okay. And there's another Victorian postcard right here I can see. Oh, and one right here I can see. Peeking through right there. But I'm going to start the countdown. You can pick between 1 or 2, and then don't forget you're getting several layers, okay? You're not only getting what you see. If you've had a Rusty Snail Ephemera packet before, you know that these are deep, okay? It's like an onion. There's lots of layers. But I'm going to start the countdown on choice at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. End. Stainless Patty Day? What is Stainless Patty Day? St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, that may be it. MJ Beth, thank you so much, MJ. MJ, I met another MJ this weekend, and it made me think of you all weekend. Which one would you like, MJ? Would you like number 1? Is this one with the ballerina brooch, or number 2 is the one with the frog card? Number 1 or number 2? Number 2. You got it. Oof. Oof. MJ, Bear. And then, Valerie, did you want number 1, Valerie? Did you want the numero uno? And then we've got to meet up, Valerie. Maybe next week. I'll bring Tiny Human to help me in my antique booth. You got it. Thank you so much. Where is it? Hold up. Got it. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, MJ. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Boop. Got it. All right. Last item of the evening before the recaps, and it has been a minute, I feel like, since I've done one of these. I've got a pair, and I think these are my last 2 in stock, of the Magic Lantern slides. I'm going to start the pair at 18, and this is the first one. So these are Magic Lantern slides, antique Magic Lantern slides. This is the OGTV, okay? They're little glass painted slides with depictions of scenes on them, and you would shine this lantern through and it would project it onto the wall, and you would push it through manually and you would get kind of like a little movie. So this one has a scene of an older gentleman on a farm, and then you go and there are sheep and a herding dog, and then a guy possibly carrying a dead body. Don't know what's going on there. And then you have a chicken, and then you have another chicken, and another chicken, and then you have 2 children, another children, and a little cottage. And these look amazing in a windowsill. So you can see that this is the side that was painted. You can see it's matte. It's for the pair. And then it's reverse painted. So then there's the shiny side that you would see. And I want to put my hand behind it so it will focus, but then you won't be able to see the detail because my hand will make it darker. I just love these. They're like literally miniature pieces of art. This one is 6 3/4 by 1.5 inches. 6 3/4 by 1.5 inches. And this one is really in really great condition. And the other one is in pretty good condition. It's got a chip on its corner and some of the tape is gone, but the slide itself is in good condition. Oh my great googly moogly. That little boy is being beat, and I don't know why. So it starts off with a little boy being spanked. Oh, because he colored on the wall. I see. I see. Well, I think it starts off with the little boy giving a little girl. No, she gives him a Jack-in-the-Box. Then he opens the Jack-in-the-Box. Then he goes and doodles on Old Man Wilson's front yard. And then Old Man Wilson beats the tar out of him. I'm not following, per se, the story. Interesting. I'd love to know more. But we don't get more. This is all we get. But that is the second one you're getting. Very, very interesting. Bad, naughty little boy with Jack-in-the-Box. And lovely scene of a cottage. And I'm going to count them down. You get both. 15, 14, 13. I do like this one. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, bad boy. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bid end. Bad boy, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for? Hi, Parkhurst. How are you doing? Bid end goes to Minx. Thank you so much, Minx. Minx, $4.20. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. We are going to do one recap, and that's it. And then it's giveaway time. Hip, hip, hooray. The only guy who needs a home is Mr. Chicken Box. Box. Mr. Chicken Box. I just thought he was really charming. I could not resist him. He is $18 if anybody is interested, and he is number 8. $18 on Mr. Chicken Box number 8. And that is it. And now it's time for the giveaway, and I'm excited because I like when you guys get to pick what you want. And they all are size 8s, like I said. But the good news is you have 5 fingers, so you may be able to find one that it fits on. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to dump everybody that purchased tonight into the Withering.Cottage box. I'm going to shake it up. That's really loud in my ear. Oh, that's so sweet, MJ. Okay, the first person who gets to pick a ring for the giveaway tonight is number 11, which goes to Lisa Jens for the Cameo. Lisa Jens for your Cameo. Let me know which ring you want. So everybody that gets a ring tonight is also going to get one of these bands. So Lisa, you let me know if you want thumb, pointer finger, and I'll try to give you a close-up. Hang on. Here's pointer finger. Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, or pinky finger. Oh, thank you. Give myself a hand. So, Lisa, if you're here, you just tell me which one you want. Ring or thumb, pointer. Whoa. Thumb, please. That's my favorite, too. You got it. I'm going to put thumb. I'm going to leave it just like this so I know. That's smart, right? Thumb. Thumb giveaway. I give you away my thumb. Okay, I'm going to put this down so everybody sees no cheating. Okay, nothing in my hands. Mix up the box. Reach in. Second person is number 23, which is Sherry Buchanan for the Holt Howard pepper shaker. So Sherry, if you're here, just let me know if you would like the pointer finger, ring finger. Nope, pointer finger, middle finger is this one. Ring finger or pinky finger. Which one would you like, Sherry, if you're here? If not, I will try to pick the one I think you would like the most. I'm going to give her just a second longer. Lindroth & Co. Thank you, Collector at Heart. Okay, I don't see Sherry, so I'm going to draw the next one. And then while I wait for that person to answer, I'm going to pick one for Sherry. Okay, 15. Marianne. So, before Marianne picks, I'm going to channel my inner Sherry Buchanan. Real quick. I kind of think Sherry's kind of into kitsch. She's more mid-century, a little quirky like me. I think I'm going to give Sherry this one. I think that she would like that one. So I'm going to give that one to Miss Buchanan. And that's pointer finger. Da, 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 da. And that is pointer finger. Sorry, I'm trying to stay organized. That one. All right, so Marianne, if you're here, my love, you get the last pick. You can get this one, or this one. Middle finger. You got it. Middle finger, middle finger. That goes to Mariana. Middle finger giveaway. That'd be a good name for a rock band. Middle finger giveaway. Coming to a town near you. Can you give Susie Burris the ephemera pack for me? That is so nice. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just checking. Susie, would you like the ephemera packet from Valerie? She is gifting it to you, I think. Oh, thanks, Minx. If you want the ephemera packet, Susie, I think Valerie is... Oh, she's paying for it? Well, Valerie, that is so nice. Wowsies. Susie Burris. Valerie? That is so sweet. Aw, I hope Susie's here and she heard that. That will make her night. I'm gonna find you a little gift, Valerie. I am. Valerie, did you like Mr. Chicken? Do you want Mr. Chicken, Valerie, for your Trinket house? I think he'll fit. That's what I'm gonna do. Whether you like it or not, you're getting Mr. Box, okay? He's going with you. Yay! Have a good Easter, yes. Yay! And if I don't see y'all next week, it's not because I don't care about you, and it's not because I don't want to be here. It's just because I'm only going to have a 9-year-old once, and it's her spring break. And I'm always so busy, and I kind of want to spend time with her. I'm just being honest. But if I don't see you next Tuesday, you will see the following Tuesday. Okay? So be there or be square. Something like that. Either way, huge thank you to Redheaded Kitty Cat, and I'm so sorry I just yelled at you all. My bad. Happy Easter. And thank you once again for joining me at The Withering Cottage. Bye.